here in West Sacramento, and I have my pipe that I bought yesterday. I have my lesbian coat on because it's cold. It's windy. It's like...
And it's we because I'm here.
We. Because we're trucking together.
We are.
Again.
And we're in a truck, so it is trucking.
Pickup trucking.
We're pickup trucking together.
Yay! We're gonna swap this pipe out. I'm gonna put a new fuel filter on the truck because I bought a fuel filter last time when I serviced it online, and they sent me a Chinese leak guard, not a real one, and I feel it's plugging up because the separator is starting to fill up, and I just changed it. So we're gonna do the pipe, we're gonna do the filter, and we're gonna throw some grease at the truck, and then we're gonna go home.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, don't bother with the 49er. They want you to pay to wash all that. So anyway, that pipe is what we're removing and replacing. Usually, what's funny is this coupler that likes to fail, not the pipe, that coupler. So we got a new one of these too. And this stupid little rubber thing, it's made out of silicone, $70 for that guy. The pipe's $250, which I get that, stainless and all, but this, $70, insanity. If you look at this, it's like they brazed this. That's why that's split. Oh man.
I am taking a walk around the building here. Look and see if they have any water spigots. I don't think they do though. And why I'm doing that is because, well, if they did have somewhere where we could hook up a hose, we could just wash Tiny ourselves, because when Martin went to the 49er for a truck wash, it was not very good. And the other truck washes are too far out of the way. So, man, this wind is cold today. So cold. I've never been back here behind the SIVA building before, so it's kind of interesting to see what's hiding back here. Yeah, so there's not a single one. I guess that means we'll have to either drive out to Lodi, see if the drivers want to stop in Fernley to wash the truck, or we'll have to see if there's another truck wash somewhere around here. Darn. Let's go see what Martin's up to, how it's coming along for him.
You miss this?
The truck or us running team?
Oh.
I miss running with you, but actually I think Fancy's much cooler. Sitting here and listening to this truck and stuff, it's like,
More room.
this truck has more room, but Fancy's just cooler. I don't feel like a trucker right now. I feel like a trucker in Fancy. I feel like a driver in this one. Well, I feel like a passenger right now because I'm in the passenger side, but yeah. There's the trailer I brought. Yeah, there's an ignition. So how's that job?
that bad. We got a spare one of those now.
Alright, so you want to tell the fine folks what we got left to do on the green Pete?
Some more lights, thermostats. We gotta fix the oil leak on it. It's got a oil leak that's either coming from the pan or the front cover, and it's running down the pan. We got a turn signal flasher because it's not getting along with the LED lights.
Temperature gauge.
Temperature
I need
gauge.
that. I like to know what it is outside. Hang on. Anyway, where are we? So we're gonna take the truck to the shop though for the oil leak because we just don't got time.
I have a feeling it's coming from the front cover, and I'm a cat to do the front cover, to do the seals and stuff, like the front seal, because you gotta do the front seal when you have the front cover off. You gotta have these special tools that I don't really want to buy for an engine that I don't really, well, that's how long we're gonna have to get to work on it for.
Yeah.
So
No biggie. We'll take it over there. And yeah, just wrapping it up. So we'll be working that truck soon though, right?
man, it'd be nice if we could go to work in it in a week or two.
Yeah. No, it's chilly today and windy, as
really
y'all
cold.
probably figured out from all the wind noise. So I don't know if you'll get to work on the thermostats, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, the wind's coming this way, and I'll be on the other side, so we'll see.
Oh, he's got to go to the dump today too.
I maybe go tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna go back home and we'll film some more. We got some stuff worth filming.
Would make sense to put the drain valve right there. Not right there up against the bumper where you can't even get to it. That's kind of my thinking. Windier the hell out here today. Yep. On a cat, it's a real pain. So anyway, this is the thermostat housing. These are the thermostats, aka regulators. And those things in here, those are little seals. And when those go bad, they leak. And actually you can see a little cavitation there on it. It doesn't take much. It's a two-piece housing, so we're gonna go put this on the bench and try to get these out. So these are the seals that go in the thermostat housing. These are the old seals. This little rubber wears out and it slips water through. Now with this housing, what I noticed, and yes, you can see a little RTV in there. I ran a little bit around that lip, just a tiny bit. There's some cavitation in there. Now, is this the right way to do it? No, it's not, but I think it'll work. I don't really want to buy a new thermostat housing for this truck or try to find one. So we're going to go ahead and try this. If it holds temperature, great. If it doesn't, well, then I guess we're just back to square one. But I think it'll hold because I think these seals went in there fine and all the silicone will seal around here where the cavitation was. I've been down that road before in a 3406B housing. They were hard to find. So we're going to just send it, let her dry, and I think she'll be good to go. But the way you put these in is you drop them down in there and you want to push down with something, you know, obviously not with the can, but something with the right size if you have a socket. I unfortunately don't have a socket, so I just push it down in there and then I just gently tap it around. You want to be careful not to break the seal. It's always worked for me. I've done millions of these, and if you have a 3406E, well, B probably too, because they, unless you know, single thermostat, these have dual thermostats, C15, C16, ACERT, whatever. If your cat's not holding temperature in the wintertime, more likely these are leaking and you have to replace those. You have to split the housing, and behind the thermostats, the regulators, which cat calls them, you got these seals and you have to replace them. Because if those are leaking on you and you're not holding temperature in the wintertime and you haul heavy and you go west, I promise you will overheat. You got to replace those. I learned that the hard way back in the olden days when I was a young pup. So we're going to slam this guy in now and we're going to put her back together and hang around the truck. And as you can see, you don't want to go too far in and you don't want to damage the seal. they stop eventually. They won't go any further. So that's all we're going to do with that. I know. It ain't pretty with that silicone. I'll wipe that excess off down in there and we should be good to go. I'm confident that this will work. So these are 192s. I thought I was getting cat parts, but I guess they're aftermarket. So they got this seal on the back of them. I just pulled this one out and it tells you the temperature on them. So that's when they start to open. It's not when they're fully open. That's when they start to open. I don't think that this truck's going to have a problem with heating up, or I would have put some 180s in it or 186s. I think Cat sells 186s, but I think these 192s will do just fine because I think the radiator's in good shape. So got our housing all nice and cleaned out. Make sure there's no debris in there. And we can drop our thermostats in there and we'll be good. We'll be good. So we got one in, and yes, there is kind of a trick to that because it's got to go inside that seal, so you got to kind of finagle it so it just kind of drops in. There we go. See, the old ones came out a lot easier than they went in, so I'm pretty sure that those seals are in pretty bad shape. So here's our... I know. I gotta clean out my workbench. Just never have time. It's our gasket. This is our thermostat housing to head gasket. Not a head gasket, but the thermostat to the cylinder head gasket. And this gasket goes between here. And I already got this surface prepped and cleaned off. Just gotta get the other one cleaned off and slam them back together and put it back in the truck. Good old Caterpillar thermostat housing. If you know, you know. The struggle with this damn thing is real. Almost in though. So as you can see, it's kind of a tight fit in here. You got a turbo. You got to get it lined up in there. You got a coolant temp sensor back there for the ECM. You got little holes there for the bypass from the radiator. Then you got coolant temp sending unit right there for the gauge. Right behind here. And then you got your hose. And then you got your 3 bolts that hold this guy to the housing. Now this is a bulky thermostat housing. And if you ever need to take the manifold off, man, I'm pretty sure you have to take this off. It's been a while since I worked on cats, but I think pretty sure I have to take the housing off. Now, down there, as you can see, great, that fell. There's a bolt right there, that bolt. So this bolt, and this bolt hold this housing to the head. Now this here, they're all 9/16s. You got to use a regular wrench on this one, and it looks like it won't come out all the way, but all the threads will come out of the actual head, and you can remove this. So don't fret if you ever have to do this on a cat.
All right, so we have the Ford loaded up and we're gonna go make a trip to the dump, but I wanted to show you guys the sheer amount of trash that my truck has accumulated that we are disposing of. That's a lot of trash.
I need some new gloves.
I'd say you do. You should throw those in the back of the truck too when you're done.
Well, I don't want anything to fuel it.
Oh.
It's my least favorite thing. I'd rather bathe in oil than...
What do we buy?
New earrings.
Those are cute. I like it. Oh, I can't see though. Your hands are blocking them. There you go.
They always leak right here at the T.
There you go. And you would think that those would be like maybe what, like $12 each or something? No, no. That's our total for 2 of those.
No, at least next year anyway.
Oh my gosh. Robbery. We just got robbed at the Pete dealer. Oh, I'm locked out. So Martin's checking out the new truck. It's pretty cute. He wanted me to get out and check it out, but it's cold and I'm a sissy. I really like that green color though. I know, it's got the ovals.
It's cool, come check it out.
I really like, okay, I'll go check it out. I really like the green color on the, whatever number that is, 389. That one's a good color. All right, let's go check this out. I mean,
it looks like it's slammed.
well, yeah, I know. That's funny. It has the ovals, but this cute green one does not.
Oh, you gotta have the ovals.
You gotta have the ovals, but we don't have ovals.
It's cool. It's got some frame to it. I like it actually.
No, it's a cute ride. I dig it.
Boxes.
Yeah. Not bad.
Have somebody order this or?
I don't know. All right, so I'm in Fancy and I'm doing some housekeeping. I'm going to vacuum the truck because I had Macy in here, and I washed the bedding for Martin, so I'm going to make the bed and just kind of organize Fancy just a little bit better for him so he can have an enjoyable trip out. So that's what I'm doing. And while I'm doing that, he's putting those valves in on my truck.
Mom's courting.
Yeah. You know, stuff you do before you go to work.
I'm sure she is.
Build a pantry.
Go get one.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone.